Real quick little summary of what's going on.
And by the way, they had this is a real quick summary though.
Yeah,
they had like 13 attorneys on this. They had no excuse. They threw unlimited resources at this case.
The prosecution had 13 attorneys. The prosecution
more, I think, even more than 13 because they're rotating in and out. Right? It was unheard of. They had an insane tag team of attorneys on this case throughout the course, not just during the actual trial, but doing the research to back this up. This was a case that had unlimited funding from the state, so they had no excuse to be making these amateur hour mistakes. No excuse.
So quick little summary for some of you guys that are wondering. Okay, so quick. Myron Gaines here. Got my boy Andrew Esquire from Legal Mindset. We're breaking down the Chauvin appeal. For some of you guys that know, obviously Derek Chauvin, police officer, former for Minneapolis Police Department, was charged and convicted of felony murder for the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis that led to the riots and everything else like that. We're going to be breaking down the appeal, okay, that Chauvin's defense filed recently, okay, to go ahead and get the charge pretty much dropped and he can walk. And the thing we're breaking down, guys, is all the mistakes that the prosecution made during the course of this case. So far, we've already identified 3 or 4, which are major ones. First, venue, right? Venue issues as far as like them not moving the trial to somewhere where it can be a little bit less biased, where the riots weren't occurring, okay? Second, we had issues with the charge. They're using assault as a prerequisite for murder, guys, which is not, according to State versus Dorn, that is not, you can't do that. You can only do felony murder when there's a crime being committed where it's foreseeable that murder will happen. Not assault, but like, let's say a robbery or a grape or a burglary, something like that, right? And then third, we have a discovery issue, which I just explained to you guys, the importance of discovery in the legal proceedings. Nothing can happen without discovery because you guys got to understand, the defense counsel is defending against everything that the prosecution is giving them during discovery. In other words, the defense is formulating their entire case based on what the prosecution gives them. So if the prosecution does not give them discovery with ample time to prepare, that's a big fucking issue. And I just told you guys before, I've had AUSAs drop cases. They can get disbarred for that shit. You must give discovery. But of course, it's a state case, so I'm not surprised that they did a big blunder like that. But guys, we've only covered 3 things that are major fuck-ups, and we have some serious issues here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to make this very clear. Me and Andrew think he's guilty as fuck. However, the fact that that he may walk because of these stupid mistakes made by the state, when I didn't even know they had 13 attorneys.
It was ridiculous. They had no excuse for
No
this.
excuse.
No excuse. They had no excuse. They had no excuse. Ridiculous. They had unlimited funding. Like the state, that attorney general would have given unlimited funding to this. Like period. They would have funded anything regarding this. And yet they're making literally amateur mistakes. This is stuff that a law student knows not to make these mistakes. But they went there because they felt like they had to go extra. They had to go further. Here's the problem. When you start to get in your feelings, you lose your objectivity. And that's what we're trying to tell you guys on this. You got to stay objective because sometimes you drop the ball, you stop winning when you get non-objective.
Yeah.
So
100%. The prosecution dropped the ball on purpose, no purpose, so that the defense could be able to appeal.
I mean, shit.
I don't know about that. That's a conspiracy theory.
That's some tinfoil. You know, that's some real tinfoil now.
That's right there. Is
yeah. Okay.
What I honestly think was they were mostly charged. They tried to get him. They tried to throw the book at him, and they bit off a little bit more than they can chew, man.
And I think they definitely curbed to the mob. They curbed to the riots.
Yes.
I think that we're going to get into this because we're going to show you some of the evidence pressure after we get through the charges here, or so rather the appeal points. We're going to show you some of the videos, some of the pictures.
Yeah.
Remember, this was so charged, and I think because it was charged, they messed up on the law. They went further than they should have gone. They could have gotten him like clean under manslaughter easily.
Yeah, we already see a huge that State versus Dorn issue is already a huge one.
It's a massive one, guys. That's a legal mess up, and that is 100% on the prosecution.
How did this get past the judge?
The judge was also intimidated as well.
Oh, yeah.
So